Hello, everybody. Well, look, we got nobody in the chat. Zero peoples. But hey, we're here to talk about the Mandalorian, and I got some questions for episode 4 that's coming up tonight or tomorrow, or whatever, however you want to say it. And then supposedly the ratings are really bad. Like nobody's watching Mandalorian anymore. Gonna talk about that too. But yeah, have you heard anything about
To
that?
me, that seems like a bunch of clickbait nonsense.
It is. But yeah, I got the profit director with me. How you doing, profit director?
I'm doing pretty damn good.
You loving life?
As much as you can call what I do life, right? I mean, action figure. So it's not like I breathe or anything like that.
Yeah. You want to give a shout out to your or throw out your YouTube channel?
Oh well, it's the Profit Directors channel. If anyone out there is interested in stop motion animated action figure reviews, my channel is the channel for you.
Very good channel. Very good. I love the comedy in it. It's awesome. But yeah. All right. So you excited for tomorrow? You got to work tomorrow, don't you?
I do. But I'm probably still going to stay up late enough to watch the damn thing tonight.
I know. I don't know. I'm all into this series completely. I don't see how people will fall off.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, it's like I said the other day. I don't know if it was in private or on the show,
Mhm.
but there's this guy out there. What the hell is his name?
Nerdrotic guy.
Nerdrotic, yes. And he's been saying for like the last 10 years that Star Wars is dead. And I commented, well, if it's dead, it's pretty spry for a corpse. Because he keeps saying it's dead, but they keep making more and people keep talking about it and buying the action figures.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a dip in the ratings or a dip in the viewership isn't the only thing that determines whether it continues.
Right.
Toy sales are like one of the most important factors for whether they'll keep making something.
Oh yeah.
And Star Wars toy sales are still, pretty damn good.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. A lot of people might be busy this past week, and didn't get to watch it right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, there's times where people can't watch it right away due to work obligations or family obligations or something else is going on that kind of, well, I got to watch it. I got to wait to watch it this weekend or something. Some people might even made a choice of, I'm just going to let it go through and I'm going to binge it all the way through.
Yes. Well, I know there's a lot of people. I know at least 3 people personally that do that.
Yeah.
They refuse to watch it until it's all out because the Netflix, I guess, has ruined them.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, on the losing viewers, it did. Obi-Wan Kenobi's did a TV series right as of right now is 28% better with viewers. Boba Fett is 2% less. No, wait. Okay. My bad. I read that wrong. Obi-Wan is 28 less percent. So it's doing better than Obi-Wan. It's doing better than Boba Fett by 2%. And it's doing better than Andor by 50%. Seems okay.
Yeah, Andor made the mistake of starting slow.
Yeah. So to me, it's doing well. It's still, somebody online was trying to say that that She-Hulk is doing better than the Mandalorian. I was get the fuck out of here with that one.
Well, there's one thing about the last episode that I think a lot of people misunderstood.
Yeah,
Because everyone that I hear, they didn't really enjoy the bits with Dr. Pershing on Coruscant.
yeah,
And the thing is, what people have to understand is it's been a few years in the galaxy since the last season.
right.
So this episode with Coruscant was basically it was multi-purpose, right? For one thing, it's telling us what's coming later in the season.
Right, exactly.
Right, with the whole, secret, Empire loyalists, infiltrating the Republic, the New Republic.
Yeah.
On top of that, it's giving us basically the state of things on Coruscant. You know what I mean? It's letting us know that things are mostly the same as they were under the Empire.
Yeah.
But with a little extra sugar coating. But otherwise, all rulers are going to do the same bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Like force things like mind flayers onto people.
Yeah. Now, what would happen if they didn't do that part? And then all of a sudden, the meaning of that part showed up in the series. And everybody would be like, I don't get what happened. What the?
Yeah, then they would complain about that. Some people just want to complain, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit it was slower, so like it throws you off a little bit because like it starts off fast with Mando and Bo-Katan, then it goes into that and it's like really slow, and then it goes back to Bo-Katan. Mando pace is a little bit faster.
Yes, well, honestly, I think that that whatever story they've got coming up that deemed that journey necessary. Right, with whatever it is with the Imperial agent that made that episode necessary there, because they're obviously bringing something in later that required the information in that episode.
Yeah.
So my question is, would it have been better for them to not put it in this episode and instead give us all Bo and Mando? And instead split whatever episode that it was meant for into two and play this as like flashbacks during that episode.
Yeah.
Right. But, I don't know. I feel like Favreau and Filoni have done a pretty good job so far, and I trust them that everything we learned in that episode is going to be relevant.
So do I. I totally trust them. And they're just, been great for Star Wars period since Disney started doing it.
Yeah, they're the shining light, in the darkness over there for Star Wars. Because there's a lot of darkness over there.
Oh yeah, Bob Iger has been preaching accountability. He fired what's her name, Victoria something.
Yeah, she's been with an executive producer on Marvel since Iron Man 1.
Yeah, Victoria Alonso.
But apparently, when the world went crazy and everyone started screaming wokeness, she got on that train and tried to steer the MCU in that direction.
Yep, she had a lot, I guess, to do with the stuff that happened at Disney World.
Yes.
And all kinds of stuff. And like behind the scenes, numerous people have said that like the video people they hire, she kept getting rid of them because they were bumping heads on woke stuff and they wouldn't do the stuff, so like they'd leave. And that's why the like animation in the movies and stuff has gone down in quality, and like I guess that's a big thing for
well, when you don't hire the best person for the job based on their ideology,
Mhm.
and you're trying to you're trying to only hire people who agree with your ideology. You're limiting the pool of people you can hire from.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
sadly, the people that are part of this, I mean, think about the things they complain about. Oh, you can't call people fat anymore. Well, why is that? Is it because you're fat and you don't want to, be shamed for not exercising? That
Yeah.
tells me you're a lazy person,
Yeah.
right? Now, if you're a lazy person, are you the kind of person that I want directing my picture? No, I don't think it is.
Yeah. I'm fat. I make fat jokes. I laugh at fat jokes.
Well, honestly, think about it like this, right? When I was a kid,
Hmm.
none of the kids in my neighborhood were fat. And you know why? Because if they got fat, they got made fun of.
Oh yeah.
And every kid in my neighborhood knew, hey, I better stay trim or I'm going to be the butt of some jokes.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though, because there was one kid in my neighborhood who was fat. And the thing was, he had a glandular issue.
Yeah.
So none of us made fun of him because it was beyond his control.
Right.
You know,
That's good. Yeah. That's
I mean, he was Samoan. So, it's,
Well, Samoans are usually pretty big anyway.
yes, it's in his gene pool. He
Yeah.
he didn't have control over it.
Yeah. I love Samoans. I was stationed with
Some
some.
of the nicest people.
Yeah. They can be the nicest people, and they can be a hellfire if you stab them in the back or something.
Yes. Well, anytime I would go over, his name was Georgie. And anytime I'd go over to hang out at Georgie's house, Georgie's mother just always fed us.
Yes.
And you couldn't say no. If you were there, you were eating.
Oh, I know. That's their thing, man, is they barbecue all the time, and it's just not like you'd be like, you only got like 3 or 4 people here today, but it's like enough for like 1,000 people if they came over.
It looks like
People.
there's a couple people watching, but no one commenting in the chats.
Oh, is there? Yeah.
Did you let everyone know this was going on today?
Well, I threw a
I
couple.
know it was impromptu, but you messaged people, right?
No, not really.
Ah,
I just I saw that it went up on YouTube, so I thought like maybe they'll see it, and
yes, the people who are subscribed. Ah, Big M is here. What's up, Big M? How are you?
how you know that?
Because I could see the YouTube chat.
Oh, there it goes. It just popped on mine.
See, I keep the StreamYard as a open as a separate window, not a separate tab.
Okay.
And I keep the StreamYard window smaller, and that way I have the YouTube chat over here on my right, where I can see it.
Show off. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. The Big M talking about
The state of Disney.
Yeah, state of Disney, Mandalorian.
Yes. Well, because they're cutting a lot of but I guess oh yes, it was fantastic, Big M. I enjoyed it a lot too.
I did too.
Now I do think, right? Here's the thing. I think Din and Bo are going to wind up together.
I kind of do too. Is it?
And here's another thing. Old school, how are you, man?
What's up, old school?
And here's another thing. Because I looked into it today. I was looking into when you asked if I wanted to do this show with you today.
Yeah.
I started looking up information on Mandalorians and the creed and all that. So, if they are married to one another, they can show their faces to one another in private.
Yeah, they can take off all their clothes and get busy.
Yeah. So if Bo and Din get married, then that'll be the way Pedro Pascal gets to get his face on camera for the season.
Yeah.
It's part of his contract. He has otherwise, what's the point? He's just a voice actor, right?
Yeah. I would hope they would take a shower first before they.
Yes, right. It has to be musty in there.
Yeah, it's gotta be. But that Disney Star Wars. They just like a few months ago they hired a love counsel expert for the acting or something like that.
Really?
So
M3.
there's gonna be
How
kissing.
are you, my egg-planted friend?
Yeah, there's gonna be some bed scenes somewhere.
Yes. Hey, that's hopefully it's Din and Bo.
Yeah, get a little side boob or something. Maybe that'd be nice.
Yes, I hope it's not that crappy Imperial agent and Moff Gideon or anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so here's the other thing. It's gotta be the whole thing has gotta be leading up to I can't Admiral Grand
Yes,
Mar-
Thrawn is supposed to. Well, this is the thing. So, do you remember the beginning of the episode when they had to battle all those TIE fighters?
Yeah,
All right, so that was a huge squadron of TIE fighters.
right.
That was far more than Moff Gideon had at his disposal.
Right.
And the rumor is that that's the 7th fleet, which basically means it's Thrawn's fleet.
Yeah. Thrawn's got Thrawn's got 7 Star Destroyers together or something like that. I think is what it is. And then that's how he's got all those ships, all those fighters and stuff. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So,
on YouTube, my avatar's not showing up. I don't know what's wrong with this.
it's not showing up.
No, on YouTube, it's just a white circle with the little thing in it.
Oh, at least it didn't go
On
opposite.
StreamYard, it's still showing the right thing, but I don't know.
Oh shit. I don't know how that works. Let me see.
No, I don't think it's. I don't think it's you.
Okay. Astray. M3. Smoking that ink plant. But yeah, so I think the number girl or whatever, the short-haired 12-year-old, I think she's working for Thrawn now. And I think Gideon's already out because they were saying something about somewhere they said something about Gideon escaping already. So Gideon is probably with Thrawn. Maybe. That's what I'm.
Well, here's the crazy thing, right?
Yeah.
Because just knowing what I know about Thrawn, let's say Thrawn does do what he needs to break Gideon out of prison.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's to say that he's not just going to do that just to kill him?
Could do that too.
Right? Just we can't trust you to be in custody, right? Because we're worried about what you'll say. But at the same time, you failed.
Yeah.
Badly.
Right.
Astray, how are you, man?
Stray hated the whole thing.
Yes, it's weird. I don't know why my avatar's not coming up.
Are you in your StreamYard as well? Or you're just in mine?
No, just in yours.
Oh, Oh, you went to Cobra with the world.
Yes, but it's still not showing. Ah, there it goes. Now it's there. All right, fine. Hey, I guess I just had to put something new in there.
Okay. But that cute gold face that everybody loves and adores so much.
Well, I'm going to see if I can switch it back.
Oh, there you go. You're back on my side.
Let's see if it switches back on you. Ah, it did. There you go. All right. I guess when I was fucking with my own shit earlier, I fucked something up and had to redo it.
Yeah. Oh, but all right. So back to where were we at?
Well, we were, the thing about, because, all right. So let's talk a little bit about Bo-Katan and her state of mind right now, because you got to think she'd spent the last couple of years living in that palace alone, feeling completely abandoned by her little what were they called, the wolf pack or
the night owls.
the night owls. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, feeling abandoned by the night owls, right?
Yeah.
And then Din comes to her, tries to pull her out of it. She says no, but it was kind of a like, please try harder to convince me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
with her leg all spread out on the
then
throne.
he immediately turns to her when he's in danger. Not anyone else. He turns to her.
Yep.
So now he's been endeared to her. And then he goes and falls in the thing, and then she sees a mythosaur, and it restores her faith.
Right.
Right. So I think Din is like the thing that's turning Bo's life around, and that will be the excuse for Bo to fall for him.
Yep.
On the other side of it, I think Din just doesn't want to be the ruler.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be the ruler either.
I think he really wants her to have that Darksaber, but I think she's going to encourage him to keep it.
Yeah, I think.
Now, I do think she'll wind up fighting Vizsla, Paz Vizsla, the Jon Favreau character.
Yeah.
Because they have bad history, and he was giving her the stink eye the entire time she was in their camp at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Also, too, in the trailer for season 4, spoilers if you ain't seen the trailer, but if you're a fan of this, I don't see how you not seen it yet, unless you just didn't want to see it, I guess. But there's somebody's challenging Mando for the sword again, and he accepts.
Yes, I can't wait to see that.
And he's still having trouble trying to pull it up.
However, here's what you have to take into consideration for the next episode. The next episode is called The Foundling. So it's going to be a Grogu episode for sure.
Yeah.
And I think now that because see, the thing is, you remember Paz Vizsla had his foundling becoming a full-fledged Mando in the first episode.
Right. Yes.
So Grogu was there, and he couldn't be made a full-fledged Mandalorian because Din Djarin was not a Mando at the time.
Right.
Right. But now that he is, I think the armorer will more than likely, want Grogu to, take the creed. So maybe this next episode will have a lot to do with that. But we do know this in the trailer, in the previews, they do show the group of Mandalorians they're with right now dropping out of Bo-Katan's ship. So Bo-Katan is clearly working with them.
Yes. And it looks like they're walking in that planet with Creed. I always forget that character's name.
Grief Karga, yes.
Yeah, Grief.
I think they go there because you see the very pirate that gave him shit in that one episode. What was it, episode 1?
Yeah.
All right, so that shit-eating pirate, you see him drop dead right in front of the little mechanic shop.
Oh, does he? I didn't notice.
Yeah,
that.
you see him collapse over, his face right in front of their window, and then them cheering. So I'm thinking Grief Karga calls him in to help because the pirates came back being all pissed that they got, punked when they were there last.
Oh, maybe they'll have make a deal where the Mandalorians can have that as a base as well, back to where they had that underground stuff. Coming in and saving.
Do you want to throw a link out for Astray and M3?
Let's see.
Do you have more stuff you want to cover before we open the chat?
Oh, no. Wait, I got one thing I got to go over. Let me go over my notes. You got the Grogu flashback that's coming up, in which I guess there's like a thing of water and there's an ignited lightsaber. But if you look down in the water, supposedly you can see Darth Maul's face in the water.
Really?
In which I was watching on this guy's YouTube video and he was showing it. They didn't believe it. Somebody in the chat kept telling them, so they pulled up and they couldn't find it. And then they're like, oh, shit, there it is. And you can kind of see his eyes, and I can't see anything else because my eyes are just that bad.
Well, Maul's eyes were basically Sith eyes.
Yeah. So, like, it's at like 48 or 49 seconds. I believe it's into the beginning of the second or the third episode, I think. Or is it the trailer? Maybe it's the trailer.
I think it might have been the trailer.
Yeah. 48 or 49 seconds, they said. So, and if anybody wants to go check it out and let me know or let us know. And then my question is, who will be the one to save Grogu? Could it be the Emperor? Could it be Anakin? Could it be just somebody else?
Well, I you know what? I don't have enough information to make an educated guess on that yet.
Yeah.
It's
the Jedi Temple I'm talking about. Maybe it'd be more clear to some people in the chat.
Again, it might be a situation, like in Rebels, where they go into the Force realm, right? Because Ezra went into that realm through a Jedi temple.
Yeah.
So if Grogu finds a Jedi temple, he may encounter some people who are long dead.
Oh, I heard some really good like news from several good sources, supposedly. It's funny we're talking about Dragon Ball Z the other night. Ezra, I guess, doesn't have a lightsaber no more, but he uses the Force somehow in with his martial arts, and it's like he does like Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Z shit, like on the for real. In his fighting.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And that was funny. We were talking about Dragon Ball Z. Was it last night or a couple nights ago?
I believe it was last night.
Was it last night?
Yeah, we were on Kaz's show.
Yeah, Kaz's show. Yeah. Shout out to Kaz. Casual toy collector.
Yes. Hope he's doing well wherever he is today.
Yes. Oh, shout out to Bo.
OG Skywatch. Hello.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Bo.
Doe Studios. Welcome.
Bo's going through some medical procedures. that he's got to get taken care of. I don't know if he wants me to really tell everybody exactly what's going on or not, but just keep them in your prayers and give them a shout out and all that stuff, you know. Because Bo knows. He knows from the rooter to the tutor, right?
Yes, he knows White Claw and Paul Malls.
Yes. Yeah, and who do you think will be in this episode? You think they'll finally show Ahsoka? I think.
No, I don't think we're getting Ahsoka until like the end of the season.
Okay.
Because the Ahsoka show's the next thing coming.
Yeah, she's gonna. I think she's. That's what I was thinking. But if they show Thrawn a little bit earlier, I think they'll show her. Because that's the whole thing. Is
well, I think her confronting Thrawn is going to happen in her show.
Right. Exactly, but I think they might have like Thrawn here, and then all of a sudden, like a few minutes later, that she'll be in somewhere else.
Oh, have you seen the new trailer for Jedi Survivor?
No.
Oh my God!
We can show that.
Oh, good.
We can show that, right?
We can.
Yes.
All right.
Let me go find it. Show video game trailers. I don't know why, or video games. Now open up the chat if you want to join in. What up, Dallas Studios? Yep. Sam Newsman, why is it in trouble? Well, Sam, at the beginning of the show, we were talking about it, and
yeah, it's just clickbait bullshit, Sam.
Yeah, it's they're trying to say that the drop off of the last 2 episodes of people of their viewing think that people are showing Star Wars fatigue. So I don't know. They're just trying to get people talking about it again, I guess. All right.
So I've got the trailer there.
There we go. We're going to show this trailer.
It's been a long 5 years. We've tried to resist. Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy.
Go. Look into the fire. It will warm you. Keep you company. But left unchecked, it will consume everything until there is only ash.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire? Hope may feel beyond our grasp. And I think we finally found somewhere the empire can't reach us. Imagine. No more looking over your shoulder. A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
Oh. Nice. They should have a ton of video games for that out now.
Oh, I could not wait. And the thing is, right? I'm not even going to play the game, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't even have a system to play it on.
I know.
But what I am going to do, about a week after the game comes out, someone will have put together the entire story as a movie.
Yes, on YouTube.
And I'm going to sit and watch that on YouTube.
I love doing that. I do that
Because,
with all games.
damn, the story on the first one was so fucking good.
Yes. And then there becomes like a couple different versions because like some of the choices you make will change the ending a little bit.
OG Skywatch says he didn't like Fallen Order. But the thing is, like, I've never played Fallen Order, but I loved the story.
Yeah, I love the story too.
All the cutscenes put together as a film was so good.
Yes. Just like
so because I think a lot of people who didn't like it either didn't like the gameplay or the controls or something like that.
Yeah, the old Republic.
But see, those types of things, because I don't really play games like that, have zero bearing on whether or not I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't play games like that much anymore because it's too fast for my eyes. Like Call of Duty, I can't keep up with that stuff no more. My eyesight doesn't allow me to take on that fast movement. But shit, that looks really good. And I like the first one's storyline. It was really good.
Oh, Sam wants to know if we want to watch some Firefly episodes tonight.
I guess we could if you want.
We could after the stream.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm planning on staying up till 2 so I can watch the new episode of Mando.
Yes.
So, I'm going to need something to kill time between then and,
And trying to stay awake. Like,
yeah.
And then you'll watch the Firefly, so you'll be wide awake. And then you'll watch Mando and you'll be wide awake. And you'll be like, I can't go to sleep. Like, shit. Let me watch it again. Oh, I might as well watch the Bad Batch now. Oh, man.
Yeah, well, I do have to work tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to watch Bad Batch as well, but I'll definitely be staying up for Mando.
Yeah. Nobody, I guess, didn't want to come on.
Yes, it's sad.
I know. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we had 7. Now we got 6 people.
Oh, we bored someone to tears and they left.
Yes. So, what do you think is actually going to happen? What in this new episode tonight?
Well, like I said, I think it's going to be, I think they're going to have their mission to go help Grief Karga with the pirates. Now, we won't see the main pirate get his in this because he's supposed to be the main villain in another show. The one that looks like Swamp Thing?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
supposed to be the main villain in another show.
Yes, Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Starring Jude Law, I think.
Yes, Jude Law's in it.
But but we are going to, see the Mandalorians come and bail Grief Karga out of trouble with them.
Yeah.
That'll happen this episode, and I think we'll also get, like I said, some progress on whether or not Grogu is going to take the creed. Because, I mean, the episode is called The Foundling.
That is a good guess. I like that. But he can't speak yet. So how is he going to take the...
Well, this is the crazy thing. According to Favreau, Grogu is speaking.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not speaking common.
He's speaking Jawa. No, I'm just kidding.
He's speaking something. But those, because if you notice his grunts, this, and stuff in this season, are a little more articulate than they have been before. Before
Right.
it was just kind of baby noises, and now it's like more you know, you
a
can catch a
5-year-old.
cadence and you know,
Like a 4-year-old or something.
exactly. So according to Favreau, Grogu has been talking this whole season. It's just we don't understand it yet.
Or he can talk. He's just starting to open up now, maybe. Because you know how Luke said that.
Well, it's been a couple of years between seasons, right?
Right.
And apparently, Mando or Din Djarin has been stopping at Luke's place from time to time
Yeah.
when Grogu needs help with something.
Yeah. And Luke
So
did
Grogu
say,
is getting a little bit of training from the Jedi.
yeah, Luke did say in Boba Fett that he was more on like unlocking stuff that he already remembered or that he forgot that he already knew.
Yes.
So maybe that's kind of sort of the same thing with his speaking, maybe.
Could be.
But he's around. Everybody's speaking Englishy. He's been around, what, 2 years now? Over 2 years, I guess, in his lifetime.
Yes, but the
I wonder
Grogu,
how he
that's like
told.
a drop in the bucket, right?
Yeah, I wonder how he told R5 where to go. Because he kind of looked at it. R5 understood what he said.
Oh, no. I think you missed something.
What?
Because Grogu jumped in the cockpit
Right.
and he pointed at the navigation chart and turned after he got R5's attention.
Yeah.
So he pointed at the destination.
How did he know where he was pointing? Because like it was just like he just pointed at the screen. I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Well, I think he was pointing at one of the 3 dots on the screen specifically. Because Mando had just explained to him how that worked.
Yeah.
It was their way of showing us that Grogu does understand what we're talking about when we're speaking to him.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to understand. No. Stop eating that. They're not pets. Put them down. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, the planet that Bo was on is one of the moons of Mandalore. Right? So when Grogu jumped in the cockpit and there were the 3 dots on the nav screen, one of those dots was the planet that Bo was on.
Yeah.
You know, so all Grogu had to do was point at that particular dot, and R5 would take him there.
Yeah. Man, that moon was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like it had green and everything and water and all that shit.
Yes. Well, you know, moons in Star Wars can do that. I mean, Endor was a moon.
Yeah. Yep, Endor was a moon. Another place I wanted to see what Endor actually looks like. Have you ever seen any pictures or anything maybe of Endor? The actual planet Endor?
Well, it was filmed in California.
Well, yeah. But I'm talking about the moon of Endor is where the Ewoks were. You remember? And there was a giant planet. I was trying to figure out.
You know, you kind of see what the planet looks like from orbit in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, which kind of looked greenish.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the land, you know, on the moon, it's basically it's the California redwoods.
Yeah. M3 sent me a picture with you without your avatar, without your pic.
My avatar's working now, right?
Yeah, this is from back from before.
Well, M3 should just jump on, man.
I know. I think he's spending time with his wife right now. Usually Mondays and Tuesdays, I believe Wednesdays are usually.
Yes. Well, you have to. You
Yeah.
have to put the effort in.
Yeah. Man, I opened up. Oh, I broke. I opened up the package of the cookies. Holy moly, man! Made my eyes water.
Just the smell of it.
Yeah, it's strong.
Wow.
Some strong stuff, man.
Yes. Well, that's what I was saying, man. If you're gonna eat one of those, make sure you don't have anything to do that day.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure you have everything you'll need around you. Because you aren't making any trips, not even to the garage.
Yeah, I just want to go to sleep. I swear I was trying to make it to the bathroom. I couldn't get up. I'll be like that dinosaur in Caveman when they get him high. He's all claymation dinosaur. Good stuff.
Yes, I feel like the next episode is going to be pretty great.
Yeah. Look at
But all of this nonsense about Star Wars is dead, Marvel is dead, blah 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 blah. It's all just clickbait bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they seem to
it's kind of like I don't know if you've noticed, but like every single video Fox News puts on YouTube, the title is either Trump is back or Biden is out. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah.
The hell are you even talking about? There's been no movement on either of those, scales.
I don't know.
It's
I sent you that
clickbait bullshit.
I sent you that picture of Trump riding the golf cart on the freeway, going real slow, with all the cops behind him. Did you see it?
I didn't. Well, when you send me stuff on my phone, I don't always have access to everything.
Oh, okay.
Because I really just use my phone like as a phone or as a camera.
Oh, okay.
Like I keep the only reason I have Instagram on my phone at all is when I need to upload photos for work. Yeah. Right. Or photos of my shit, whatever. Yeah. But if I'm not uploading photos, I'm not logged into it. Just because I don't like it taking up, space on my phone.
Space of the final frontier.
Yeah, I don't have like $1,000 iPhone like most people. I have $100 Motorola.
Well, damn. Maybe I should send you one of my older ones. The last one I had.
I don't want an iPhone. I don't want anything to do with.
No, it's a Samsung Note. They're really good. Matter of fact, I love Samsung Notes. They're my favorite ones.
I like mine. It does everything it does. I know how it works.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person who will keep, like my last phone. I never broke it. It just got so old that the battery stopped taking a charge.
Yeah.
Like that's how long I keep shit.
Yep. I usually do that too, but
I don't upgrade it until technological advancement forces me to.
Yeah.
Now with weapons, it's the opposite. I'm always looking for the next, killing machine.
Yes. You have to. You have to be ready. Oh, so Elon Musk. Elon Musk, right?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Elon. Why is he so obsessed with moving to another planet? Does he know something that we don't know?
Well, he just doesn't think there's any hope for humanity. You have to understand, he was a liberal until this, like, because
Yeah.
basically what happened with current politics in the United States is the far liberal left, like, they've taken the center line and moved it so far left that it's farther left than most of the people that were on the left before were willing to follow.
Yeah.
To the point of craziness where we're denying science and shit, and letting men beat women up just because they say they're women.
Yeah.
Things like that. They make someone who's highly intelligent, like Elon Musk, say, yes, I don't think so. And the thing is, you watch all of these college kids go home and tell their parents all this poison. And their parents are so desperate to be their kid's friend and not guidance that they jump on the same idiocracy train with their children. And he's seen, like, this such a large percentage of America become brainwashed in such a short time. It's like, if I had the resources, I'd get the fuck out of here too.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm building my base on the moon.
Yeah, I tell my sister-in-laws all the time because they're like best friends with their mom. I'm like, you can't be best friends. It don't work like that. That's why you guys got all these problems. They try to do that with their kids, and they got all these problems with their kids.
Yeah, you're supposed to be, their guidance.
Yeah.
And their authority figure, not their buddy.
Yeah. Just because you're their guidance doesn't mean you can't get along with them. But you can't be their friend, because friends tend to be really extremely nice even when they shouldn't be.
Especially, well, see, here's the thing. Here's why that is always going to backfire, right? Because eventually your kid's going to grow up and become an adult and realize how the world works for himself, right? Him or herself, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And when your kid reaches that age, if you've been their buddy the whole time, letting them get away with stupid shit and not making them learn the things they need to, they're going to resent you because they're missing out on shit in life because of your failure as a parent.
Right. You would be a great parent. Just off that. Well, just off that.
It's I was a teacher for a while. So I've seen what good parenting and what bad parenting both look like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yes. At the end of the day, people need to realize that your children are stupid.
Yeah.
And the way they become not stupid is information from you and life experience.
Mm-hmm. But, experience is everything.
Well, because a lot of parents just depend on the school system to teach their kids.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, most of the school systems across this country are daycare centers.
Yep.
And, unfortunately, once your kid gets to school, their influence is divided, right? When you have your kid at home, you're the only one, you as parents are the only people influencing them, right? But once they get to school, it's not just the teachers influencing them. It's also their fellow idiot students.
Yep. It's also,
and you know what happens when idiots lead idiots? Well, just look at any of Cobra Commander's missions.
Well, I mean, I think he finally learned when he got that suit. He got turned back into a human or whatever.
Yes, well, but did he?
Well, I mean, he was a little bit, I'm just saying he was a little bit more successful with his, at least the first couple episodes.
Estray and Doe Studios are in the chat. Estray says, Estray says Mr. Profit Director. And then Doe Studio says that's Mr. Profit to you. And then Estray says you call him Mr. Profit. And now I've got like guess who's coming to dinner vibes. You call him Mr. Tibbs.
Did you do the voice when you teached?
No.
Okay.
This voice didn't come along until after the G.I. Joe Classified Profit Director figure came out.
Okay.
Because I had already picked up that Mezco Roach with the golden head.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I really like this body and it's well articulated. I could stop motion this body very well. What head am I going to put on this body, though? It's so limiting, because it's, the body underneath is gold and it's basically black and gold. And then the Profit Director figure came out and I was like, I love G.I. Joe and Destro's my favorite. And then I developed it based on that. Yeah. Like in my very first video, the Superman review. The first line in it was the reason that I went with Destro, and that is Cobra Commander is a fool.
Yes,
and whenever I need to get into the voice, like, because on the stream I could do it relaxed, you know what I mean, but on the videos I want it to be crisp and Destro. Yep.
It wasn't Destro's eyes green in the cartoon.
Yes. And now, they are on the silver-headed figure.
Yeah. Were they green in the comic book?
I don't remember.
I don't think I've ever noticed or thought about look. Oh. But once you said once you said that phrase about Cobra Commander, I just see his face, and I remember seeing the green dots in his eyes. Cobra Commander is a buffoon. Yes, Destro. Can you do Baroness's accent?
I can do her accent, but I can't do her voice.
Oh, you got somebody that can do that?
No. I have no females to ask to do voice work for me.
Oh, damn. What if I could get Katie Sackhoff to do it for you?
There's a lot of things I'd like her to do for me. No, but I'm almost to the point now where I'm willing to use a freaking voice generator and have it sound like a fucking robot.
She'd be a fembot.
Well, it's just the thing is those voice emulators, they sound like people, but they don't emulate like people. They don't. There's no emotion in it.
Did you ever try clipping?
Well, Astray, I thought about asking Pots and Pans, but the problem is, I've never heard Destiny slip out of her southern accent even for a second. I don't know if she even could, manage, because the Baroness's accent is kind of like it's somewhere between French and German.
Yeah,
it's not a real accent,
Yeah,
it's like an American woman doing a bad German accent.
Where is she from?
Well, she's French. De Cobre is the last name. Her name is Anna de Cobre.
But like, where is she's a baroness? Her parents are a what?
No, she married into the baroness role.
Oh. So what happened to her husband? She killed him?
Well, I'm not going to say who killed him. But I met her in college. We were at Cambridge together, at least according to the story. Now, I want to be clear. The human vehicle I drive around in your world did not go to Cambridge.
My daughter wanted to go to Cambridge, and I believe she would have went if her mother didn't get so sick. Instead, she went to the University of Texas, became a Longhorn. And guess who spoke at her graduation right after he retired?
Bill Cosby?
No, Bob Iger.
Ah.
And I shouted out and let it echo through that entire big ass stadium. You ruined Star Wars. And everybody looked at me like, gave me the dirty eye, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I won't say no more."
See, but that is a notion that I don't agree with.
Was that?
Well, because people say, "Oh, they ruined my childhood," or "They ruined Star Wars," and I'm like, "No, they didn't. The Star Wars you loved is still there, unchanged."
No.
If you don't like what came later, you don't have to watch it. But that doesn't mean, your emotional state went back in time and changed how you felt about it when you were a child.
No, they went under false. I thought it was going to be, they ruined like some of the characters. They missed out on some things, and it was.
I won't say that the new movies were good. They were terrible.
Yeah.
But it didn't, it
I
may have hampered stuff going forward. But I won't say there's a problem with the statement that it ruined Star Wars. I'll say there's a problem when people say it ruined my childhood.
Oh yeah.
It's like your childhood is no different than it was yesterday.
Yeah, it's already done past. But I was just saying it because he was part of it. Like, it was under his watch, but like, because Kathleen Kennedy wasn't there. If both him and Kathleen Kennedy was there, I would have been Kathleen Kennedy. I wouldn't have even said nothing to him, but
Yeah, one of my boss at work, he said, this is the crazy thing because we're all friends there, right? There's nobody there that's not deep in the friend clique.
right.
So we ask each other just ridiculous questions all the time. And one of the questions my boss likes to come in and ask is the murder bang Mary. Or what is it called? Mary fuck kill, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. But they like to put these unwinnable scenarios there. And the last one they put to me was Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, and Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, can I just kill them all?
Yeah, like
It's like, no, you have to marry one and have sex with another. It's like, no, none of this is acceptable.
yeah. There is no way in any way of making it justifiable to do anything but not kill them, right?
I mean, I can't think of anything more disgusting.
You don't want to marry them. You don't want to sleep with them. By God. I mean, Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that on live video. Now they can take that and clip it and put me in jail saying I was going to try to off somebody. Right?
Well, they can make an attempt, but then you just show the rest of the video in context and they lose their case.
Yeah.
Besides, there's only 5 people watching right now.
We lost a couple.
And I don't think any of them are going to say anything.
How many are in watch? Or I mean in the chat.
Well, in the chat right now, it seems to be just OG Skywatch, Astray, and Dose Studio.
Studios. So that means M3's watching somewhere. You might as well just get on, M3. I know you're watching. You do it, man. I don't think M3 has a hair on his balls.
Well, that's probably good for him, right?
I
I mean, I don't know how tall he is in person. Big M's still here too.
Big M.
He's just drugging his kids. Very good, man. Very good. Sometimes you have to drug them. You know, back in the day, when the kids wouldn't go to sleep, parents would give them like a shot of brandy or something to knock them out.
Well, yeah, like when your kids, when they start teething, there's a mixture. You take honey and then a tiny bit of whiskey. You mix it in that honey, just a tiny bit, and you rub it on their gums, and it makes them feel better, and they go to sleep.
There you go.
That's
See, people have been drugging their kids forever.
Yeah, that's an old, like hundreds, if not thousands of years old, probably.
Yes, tonight's episode is going to be pretty fantastic.
I guess my grandfather used to cut off a piece of steak and hold it, and he'd let me chew on it. You know, I guess make my gums feel better or something. Piece of raw steak.
So yeah, if you want to do that, if you want to take Sam's suggestion from earlier, Curtis.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes, we're about 23 minutes away from loading up, going offline and loading up some Firefly.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to jump on and watch some Firefly with us,
yeah,
now would be the time to use that link.
Not the G.I. Joe Firefly neither, if you guys don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about the greatest science fiction television show in U.S. television history.
Well, damn. That pretty much concludes all the stuff, I had that I wanted to talk about. Thought there'd be some more people on the chat or, up here.
Joining in or something, right?
Yeah.
Good... Well, I think if we give people more of a warning.
Yeah.
Some people might be more inclined to jump on. Like, I'm sure Lone Dragon later is going to be pissed that he didn't, catch this.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, give me an invite.
Right.
Lone Dragon cracks me up.
Well, congratulations, Astray. Hopefully your plumbing works out well.
Yeah.
Astray says he has to lay some pipe.
Let's put that on blast. And melatonin is a big, beautiful thing. Yeah. Works good for your dogs and stuff, too. Especially during, 4th of July. M3 is peeping in the windows. You know it.
Yes. Well, he has to get his thrill somehow.
Yeah.
Might as well be at the expense of his unknowing neighbors.
I'll make sure, just in case he ain't on right now, I sent Germ about Firefly.
There's M3.
Doe.
M3, we're gonna watch some Firefly. Feel free to jump in if you want.
Yeah. Does anybody want to jump in? Let me know. I'll put the link on.
M3 is looking for a link.
He's
But
trolling.
he's looking for a link for the private stream after we go off, by the look of it. He says, send me a link. I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've got him taken care of. M3, I'm sending it through IG.
Oh, he's not on IG anymore.
Oh, he's not.
No. Well, he's not off it, but hasn't been on it in a while. But I sent it to him, and I did send the link to him and Moto Frank. Even Moto
All
Frank.
right. Well, I just gave it to him on IG if he wants to go and get it.
Him and his Megatron pictures. He keeps sending me Megatron. Let's see. Oh, my eyes. They got like stuff need to be rubbed. I'm not supposed to rub my eyes. I could rip my corneas, but I rub them all the time. Found out I'm not supposed to squint either. That's the reason why they wrinkle it. Yeah, this guy's a really good figure, man. His backpack is blue, though, like Jango Fett.
Yeah, it's odd because he's got more of a purple tone on his actual figure.
Yeah. And then he's got the green, but it's all the paint's like most of it's gone. And same with the helmet. So if I ever lose Boba Fett's helmet, I always got an extra. But so they got did you pre-order? I don't know if you want it or not, but the Chief Sand Tusken Raider and the Warrior Girl female Tusken Raider.
Well, I'll get the Chief Tusken Raider, which of course is going to make me go and buy a couple of regular Tusken Raiders too.
Yeah.
But the girl's in the smaller scale, and I don't really collect that. So,
but she was so badass.
yes, and if they put her out in Black Series, I'll happily buy one.
I thought it was in Black Series.
No, that's the 3 3/4 scale.
Oh,
Yeah, she's vintage collection.
well, it's got to be coming out sometime soon. Then in the future, they did it and that.
Cool. Did you send a? You know what? I'll send a link to Sam as well.
Yeah, I sent one to him, but you can go ahead and send him another one. I sent one to Moto Frank, and he just asked what time. Because I know he's really digging the series.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's really fantastic.
Yeah, I can't believe I never seen that. I knew of it, but I never seen it.
Yes, honestly, I would love if I had it, I would if I had this I'd imagine the toy, to make a Serenity in 1/12 scale would probably be about 6 feet long, 4 feet wide. But I think I would still happily like make room for it.
Yeah.
It's just such a great ship.
Oh, I know. Yeah, especially with all the rooms and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sad thing about 1/12 scale for Star Wars is a lot of things are just out of the possibility, out of the realms of possibility in terms of scale.
Right.
Right. For a Black Series scale Millennium Falcon, like, well, let's just put it this way. The cockpit alone would be the size of the turtle van.
Yeah. Well, you think I don't know. I want to try to make my own Ghost. Oh, don't forget the Serenity too would have an extra ship that attaches to the side.
Two of them. There's a shuttle on either side.
Oh, is there?
Yes. I don't know if you remember, but in the Our Mrs. Reynolds episode, Saffron stole the other shuttle, not Anara's.
Oh, she stole the other shuttle.
Yeah, you remember when they had that confrontation?
Yeah.
You bumped into Anara coming out of the shuttle, and she was like, "Oh, I thought the other shuttle was yours."
Yeah. All right, because I missed that little detail, and I thought maybe she stole hers.
No. That was a great episode for Anara and Mel progression, though, wasn't it?
Yes.
I love that Anara got sucking into it with the
Yeah.
and Mel being such a dumbass, thinking she was seduced and not that she kissed him.
Yeah, I know. At the very end, she's like,
"Yep." Yeah, the cast couldn't possibly be doing a better job.
She's like, I'm okay. I'll stay right here. I'm comfortable. That was hilarious.
Estrella, I don't know, but I don't see him. I don't see anything up for him. Like, he hasn't put anything on notification or anything.
What's that?
Estrella asked if Kaz was going on tonight.
He said yesterday he might be. I don't know if he is or not, though.
Well, he hasn't posted anything yet, so
Yeah.
he may though. Who knows?
Stray's gonna watch Firefly with us.
Oh, damn. Is that up now?
What?
I just have to take a look at something real quick. All right, it doesn't seem like it's up yet.
Oh, so
Apparently Hasbro did a live stream today, and they announced a Luke and Grogu figure.
I saw something about that somewhere.
Yes, Luke with Grogu on his backpack and stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I think that wherever they're at, where the temple, that new temple he's building.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's 9 minutes until we're gonna start Firefly. I've already got the episode there in the
Yeah, I
on the
see.
bottom there, Curtis.
I see.
So I'm gonna go ahead and mute for a minute here, and I'm gonna go up and refill my drink and perhaps grab a snack because we're going to be watching for a while. So I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
If you end the stream or end the live stream before I get back, have a nice night, chat. Everyone who wants to, the link is there. Otherwise, I will see you soon.
Oh my god, Frank. Ray killed Chewbacca. He's fucking tripping. Shit. So is anybody gonna get on or not? I'll put the link out if you want to watch. I know I agree. Got 2 people coming in, maybe 3. Firefly party, best around. All right, Stray. That'd be a 4. All right, guys, we got about 7 minutes. But yeah, can't wait for the new episode. I think there's going to be a lot of information in this episode. And I think it's going to be action-packed. But, all right. Nobody's talking, so guess I'll call this one. And stream. You all have a good evening. Be safe. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers. Good night, y'all.